Back starting out slow, but building a nice wall already. And, oh, both jammers grabbing some wood. Marie in the lead jammer situation and calls it off with hitting knuckles right on her tip. The pack gets rolling just a little slow. And let's see how this one turns out. Medusa comes out in front as Monty Gotti hits the ground. The Medusa still sliding around, picking up some good speed. And our first major. Medusa calls it. And it looks like a no pack call. And some very serious hitting from both sides of the Virginia line. Massacre Marie takes the front, takes over the lead jammer. And she calls the jam. Chemical Valley still down to one skater, one blocker. The Medusa back in the front as the lead jam. The Spanker takes a little bit of a hit. Still keeping a tight pack, and Medusa calls off the jam. Still early in the matchup, and Star City up 10-0 so far. Looks like a tight pack up front. Who's going to come out in front? Who's going to hit the hardest? It looks like Annie Knuckles in the lead jam. As both teams build a nice pack. Going to be hard for anybody to get through that. And Knuckles calls off the jam. Position and hit jam as Monty Gotti hits the penalty box. Up a really nice wall for Marie, but can she get through? Marie in the lead jam position. As Anita Bean takes a seat on the bench. And Marie calls off the jam. And the jammer position. Talk coming in with a little early hit. It's Slamahan and the lead jammer position. Both teams down a couple of skaters. to take lead jammer position. A lot of good hitting back there in the back, though, on the pack. And there's a no pack call. Annie Knuckles gets a seat in the penalty box. And there's Regina out there as the lone jammer. Call. Knuckles back into the lineup as Massacre Marie takes a seat. Knuckles is the lead jam. And a chance for the Chemical Valley to pick up some much needed points as we near halftime. Both teams building an excellent wall. Annie Knuckles slicing right through for her 4-5 points. Harper on the bottom of that with Devious D. And Vanessa Killens in the penalty box. Chemical Valley making up some much needed points. We're at 24-19 with just under 16 minutes in the first half. Massacre Marie and Shorty Shorts at the jammer line.
Stay together, Star City!
Massacre Marie in the lead jam with only 2 blockers out there. Star City still making it pretty easy for Marie to get through. Regina Spector with an excellent block on Shorty Shorts as Marie calls off the jam. Zombie takes a bad hit. And an injury timeout is called. Let's let these ladies know what you're thinking about roller derby so far. Can we get some noise? Do we have any roller derby first timers here today? McSlanahan comes out as lead jammer. Tim Medusa running into some traffic. And McSlanahan calls off the jam after getting her 4 points. Marie in the lead jam. Excellent runs by both sides. Marie calls off the jam as we have a little bit of a pileup in turn number 4. Indigo Valley down a blocker. No pack call. And they've declared the pack back in session. Massacre Marie in the lead jam. Misbehaving hits the penalty box. Nice pack this time. No spreading out. As Marie comes through the pack, gets her points and calls off the jam. Tim Medusa back in the line by herself. As a no pack is called with everybody on their knee. Annie Knuckles sneaking around the outside with some speed skating to take over the lead jammer. As the pack tussles back and forth. And Knuckles calls off the jam as we go back to having a full lineup for both teams. Still plenty of time in this first half. All 8 blockers back out on the track. Star City building a nice wall. Let's see how Chemical Valley deals with it. Marie in lead jam. I'm sorry, Shorty Shorts in lead jam. And she calls the jam. Tim Medusa and Shorty Shorts back in there as the jammers. Lots of good hitting in the pack. Shorty comes out as the lead jam. As this first half stays very tough point-wise. Shorty makes her move with 4 points on this jam. You know she can go the full 2 minutes on this if she chooses. And Shorty calls the jam. And it looks like after that final jam, that last jam, Chemical Valley Road Girls takes the lead by 1 point, 38-37. Massacre Marie, Annie Knuckles, coming off the jam line. Annie Knuckles in the lead jammer position. A lot of very serious hits. Knuckles calls off the jam. And while we're in a timeout, we'd like to remind you that there will be an after party at Break Time Billiards following the match tonight. Also want to say a big thank you to Star City Fame, celebrating their 3rd year as being videographer for the Star City Roller Girls. SinCitySkates.com if you want some more information or to order some awesome derby stuff. We're back underway with a new jam underway. Massacre Marie in lead jam position. Starting to get spread out. Now back into an actual pack. And Marie calls off the jam. It's Darth Zombie back in the lineup. Glad to see her up and about as the jammer, the lone jammer right now. And Zombie takes the lead jam as she comes around the corner, showing those smooth strokes that she handles. And Zombie calls the jam. Star City back in the lead, 46-50-42. Naughty Naughty. And Massacre Marie and jam. Massacre Marie out as lead jammer. Both teams making it difficult for the jammers to get through. Excellent walls and blocking. And we get ready for another jam. Who's going to be at the line? It looks like Annie Knuckles for Chemical Valley. And Pimaduso coming in for Star City Roller Girls. Annie Knuckles making short work of the blockers from Star City to take the lead jam. Now, even though the second match coming out, we will finish this jam. Massacre Marie in the lead jam. And Marie calls off the jam, and that ends our first half of derby action as we go to the locker rooms. Star City up by 10 over Chemical Valley, 56-46. And the second half is underway. Sneaks around the outside to take the lead jammer position, showing her speed skills. And she slices through the pack and calls off the jam. Marie slicing through the pack, coming out of the lead jammer position. Marie, one of the hardest hitters on the Star City Little Girls, as she calls off the jam. It's Feminusa and Shorty Shorts at the line, no pack call, and releases the jammer immediately. And who's coming out in front? It looks like Shorty Shorts taking the inside route and coming out as the lead jam. And the jam is called. Lots of great blocking. Marie in the lead jam, coming right through the middle with a lot of help from her blockers from the Star City Roller Girls. And Marie calls the jam just as she reaches the back of the pack. Got a no back call that releases the skaters. Both jammers in the lineup. There's some serious hitting. Still no lead. Chemical Valley making it very difficult for the jammer to get through for the Star City Roller Girls. Some excellent hip checking. There's a pile up there as they come around turn two. And Shorty Shorts doing up some serious points. This jam will go for 2 minutes. Sends her into the box. The producer comes out of the lead camera and calls it off. this jam gets underway. Star City down one blocker. That still puts Massacre Marine in the lead jam. Valley keeping a tight wall. Naughty Dotty Massacre Marine in the lineup. As the Jammers and no back call. Everybody at the same time. Marine coming out in front. As the lead jam and she calls off the jam. In the lead jam position. And Nita Bean calls the jam. With the jam underway, Garnet Zombie, Annie Knuckles. Knuckles comes around the outside to take the lead jammer position. Oh, and a pileup. This is they go into the first turn. And Annie Knuckles calls off the jam. It's a slow start for the pack. A chance to build a little bit of defense and Massacre Marine calls off the jam. Major pile up in the middle. Gives Hippodusa a chance to get out in front of the lead jam. Hippodusa calls off the jam. Chemical Valley down one blocker. No back ball. And that puts Massacre Marine in as the lead jam. Comes back in as the lead jam with some serious juking on her part. Checks on the beam, puts her back into the penalty box. Chemical Valley still down one blocker. No back call, which releases all of the skaters in the line. Zombie goes to the outside to take the lead jam. Naughty Dotty back in the lineup for Chemical Valley. And Zombie calls the jam. Stars sitting up by 9. Vanessa Killen's in the box. And it's appearing slow start for the pack. Shorty Shorts comes out of the pack as the lead jammer. Shorty Shorts still in control of the jam. They're getting into some traffic. And that's a call off of the jam. Chemical Valley takes a knee to call it no pack. That releases both of the jammers at the same time. Forced her way through the wall to come out of the lead jammer. In the lead jam, Massacre Marie. Massacre Marie takes the inside lane for her points and calls off the jam. And the pack begins a slow roll into the first turn. Knuckles coming out with the lead jam. And Knuckles has one of the quickest takeoffs from the jam line that I've seen in my short tenure with roller derby. Both of these teams building excellent walls and blocking. And it doesn't look like anybody on the field is afraid to take a hit or give one. Annie Knuckles still controlling the jam. And she calls it off. Right through the center to take the lead jam. Naughty Dudley calls it off after a good pileup. Shorty Short comes to the inside to take the lead jam. Shorty calls that jam. Once again. Again at the line, Annie Knuckles, Massacre Marie. Massacre Marie takes the outside line, slips past the back, and comes out with the lead jam. And she calls off the jam. And it looks like a no-back call. Both jammers having a rough time getting through the match. Short gets by Tarpellion and takes the lead jam. Both teams showing their ability to build a strong, solid wall. Medusa making some good juking moves. And Shorty Shorts calls off the jam. After an excellent scoring jam. And we have a timeout. Massacre Marie, Naughty Dotty going hip to hip. It's a slow roll again to start the jam. Massacre Marie takes the inside route and comes out with a lead jam. And Massacre Marie falls off the jam. Massacre Marie into the lead jam. Star City Roller Girls making it difficult for Knuckles to get through. The team is showing a little bit of fatigue this late into the game. Chemical Valley taking a knee. And that means a no pack call. And this is where it usually starts to get intense. Lots of hitting and bumping. But that's what roller derby's all about. The intensity. Chemical Valley up by 6 as Massacre Marie faces off one more time, at least one more time, against Annie Knuckles at the line. And we want to say a big thank you to all of the fans that came out to watch this matchup tonight against these cross-state rivals. Knuckles takes the lead jam. Michaels calls off the jam. Both teams making a different call for the jammers. And I must say that it is wonderful to see a matchup from West Virginia and Virginia that does not involve a turkey or a musket. Shorty Shorts Massacre Marie at the jam line. Shorty Shorts been proving all afternoon that small things can be a strong packet. Massacre Marie in the lead jam, and she calls off the jam. Down to our last few jams. 10 points separates these teams. Both jammers called in the penalty. Inverted jam call. It looks like this will be the final jam. Both teams showing some fatigue. Inside the rainforest-like conditions inside the skate center today. And that's the jam, and that is the matchup. Thank you to each and every one of you guys who came out today to support roller derby in your hometown, and for everybody who traveled from the mountain state of West Virginia. Thank you for showing up as well. Final score, Chemical Valley gets the win 106 to 91 over the hometown Star City Roller Girls.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Wow, tough game, huh?
Yes, very tough game.
You guys really played your behinds off.
We sure did.
Yeah, but it was good. Lots of really good jams, lots of really good hits.
Good.
And I'm going to get out of your face now.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Mojo Thunder.
Mojo Thunder.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Was this your first announcing game?
This was my first time announcing by myself.
Awesome. You did an incredible job.
Well, thank you. It was a lot of fun. It was tough to announce. Living in Roanoke now, just moved here from the Chemical Valley of Charleston, West Virginia. A little rivalry going on there, but it was an excellent matchup, and I was glad to be here.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You're very good. You know all the girls' names. You know who's breaking out right away and all that stuff. I mean, you just did an incredible job.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun.
Are you going to the after party?
Of course.
Okay.
Mom Shelley, we needed you.
I yelled, and I caned, and I sat.
DL list, disabled list. Oh no.
I am out, but not for good. So I'm broken, I'm recovering, I've been off for about 2 months now. I broke my leg girls did amazing today. They gave everything they had out there, and you couldn't ask for more.
Yep, they were awesome. It's a good game.
Thank you.